And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about a pretty common topic. We're going to talk about busing tracks and the point of busing tracks, specifically in Logic Pro. That's the digital audio workstation I prefer, and I'm going to show you how to do it today. I have a little project open here. This is the vocal track for my recent cover, Always Good by Bethel. Check it out. And what I always like to do with my vocal is bus it to at least some type of reverb, sometimes delay, but always I'm going to bus all my vocal tracks to a reverb bus. So how about I hop right in and show you how to do it, and then after I'll explain why it's a good idea and why I prefer to do that instead of putting the reverb on the individual track. So here is the vocal track, Vox 1, and now we're going to go up to the sends area and we're going to click it, go to bus, and then find any available bus that isn't already taken. So why don't we just choose bus 1, and then look at that, it creates an auxiliary track called aux1, and the input of it is now automatically made as bus 1. Now, what I meant by choose an available bus that isn't already taken is, like, if I were to send it to a second bus, you can see that bus 1 is now taken up by auxiliary 1. So if I wanted to send this track to a second reverb or a delay, I would want to choose bus 2 or something that isn't already used, like bus 1. That's what I meant by that. So now we made a bus send track, and basically what this does is it sends however much of this track, however much you want to control by this knob right here, the amount of volume, to an auxiliary track. So basically you're sending kind of a copy of this track to the auxiliary track. And why would you even want to do that? The number one reason is to save on CPU usage, because let's say I have like 4 vocal tracks and I want to send them all to the same reverb. I don't want to insert that exact reverb plugin on 4 different tracks. If it's the exact same settings, that's using up a lot of CPU and your computer could crash and everything could go wrong. So what I do instead is I send all 4, however many vocal tracks you have, all to the same bus. So for example, if I had 4 vocal tracks, let's do that. If I have 4 vocal tracks here and I want them all to be sent to the same reverb track while saving CPU, I want to highlight all 4 of them. I'm going to go to sends, bus, and then find an available bus. Let's choose bus 2 that's available. And now all 4 of these tracks can be controlled individually, going to auxiliary 2 here that we just made. And here we can place the reverb plugin. So why don't we do that? I'm going to find just the Logic Space Designer. Let's just leave it on this setting. You want to make sure you have 0 dry signal, because this is the unaffected reverb signal. You don't want that on an effect send because you already have that unaffected reverb sound on the original track. So you want your reverb track 100% wet. And now we can just control the amount of reverb with this little knob right here. This is the amount that you send of your track to the reverb. So I'll play the track and then I'll increase this knob and you'll see the reverb track increasing volume and you'll hear the reverb enter the scene. So here you go. And this will be my song. There it is. You are always good. I'll sing it all day long. So that is how you control your bus sends to the reverb. Like I said, the reasoning for this, as opposed to just placing that reverb plugin on the vocal, is because, for example, if I have 4 different vocal tracks, I don't want to copy and paste this reverb onto all the tracks, because that's going to take up 4 times more CPU than it would take just to bus it to that one track. So just a quick recap, we're just going to go to the sends area, go to a bus, find an available bus, I don't know, 7, and then it creates that aux track, bus 7, place whatever wet effects, reverb, delay you want right here, and then you can control the amount that you want with this little knob. And then you'll be busing, saving CPU, and just making everything a lot cleaner in your mix. So guys, I hope that was helpful. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. Huge help. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video.